Stop number 5 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Darlington Raceway, Darlington, South Carolina. So we're here today for the running of the Dodge Challenger 500. We're set for 56 laps of racing on this 1.366 mile egg-shaped racetrack. As we have had 4 winners in the first 4 races of the season so far on the season. Hopefully, can we make it 5 for 5 today? We'll see. And here's the starting lineup. On the pole, it's Kyle Matthews, his first pole of the season. Car number 42, the Pekin Freeze Pontiac. He's flanked by car number 55, Harrison Ponder. The Skull Crown Oldsmobile sitting alongside. Second row has car 75, Quentin Moore, the Valvoline Pontiac. And number 9, Jessica Shelton, the Coors Melling Ford. Both of them carry in-car cameras in today's race. Third row, Zachary Fitzwater, car 29, the Hardee's Pontiac. He's flanked by car number 57. It is Charles Sanford in the Heinz Ketchup Pontiac. Fourth row has Colin Cropley, 25, the Folger Chevrolet. Has had some good runs this season, but the results have not been showing. The results do not show it, unfortunately, for that 25 teams. They hope to turn things around here today. Flanking him in row number 4 is car number 17, Michael Whitman, the Tide Chevrolet. Next row down has the Miller High Life Buick, car number 84. It's Austin Reed. On the inside of the 5th row, he's flanked by car number 21, the winner of the season at Rockingham, Benjamin Miles, in the Citgo Ford. Row 6 has the winner at Atlanta this season, Cole Deaver, the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, car number 3. He's alongside number 14. That is Eric Monaco in the Copenhagen Oldsmobile. Row number 7 has car 15, Jackson Haywood in the Motorcraft Ford, and number 94, Dylan Poteet in the Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile. Row 8 has number 90, that is Kat Badson at the wheel of her Ford, and she's alongside Daniel Voiles, number 70, the Rumpel Furniture AC Spark Plugs Pontiac. Next row down has number 73, Daniel Bouchard in his Oldsmobile. He's alongside number 83, I should say, the Bullseye Barbecue Sauce Oldsmobile of Stephen Cologne. Next row down is number 71. That's Nathan Hudson, the Lifebuoy Chevrolet, and he's alongside number 16, Alexander Rowe, in the Chattanooga Chew Buick. Next row down has car number 88. That's Laura Chung, the Crisco Pontiac, and number 5, the winner of the season at Richmond, Phil Parker in the Levi Garrett Chevrolet. Next row down, Allison Rain, the number 30 in the Country Time Pontiac, and number 26, Quaker State Buick of Joshua Osborne. Then it's number 27, Nathan Orman, the Kodiak Pontiac, is on the inside of the next row down. And another Pontiac, that's Mike Becker, the STP Pontiac, car number 43. Next row down has number 52, Seth Cole, with our third in-car camera, the Alka-Seltzer Pontiac. And number 2, Dylan Young at the wheel of the Pepsi Kruger Pontiac. Next row down has number 28, Keith Batson, Texaco Haviland Ford, and number 4, Kodak Film Oldsmobile, That's William Brock, starting alongside. Next row down is number 33. It's Amanda Evans in the Skull Bandit Pontiac, and Skull Bandit Oldsmobile, and number 11, Noah Sewell and the Budweiser Pontiac. Budweiser Ford is what it is, actually, not the Pontiac. There's something. We have so many GM products in this field here this season. I don't know what. Noah Sewell's in the Budweiser Ford, car number 11 is what I was trying to say here. Next row down is number 8, Ryan Brommer in the Miller High Life Buick, and he's number 8, alongside number 66 Chevrolet of James Henry. Then it's Rafael Duke, the Daytona 500 winner. Number 7, the Xerox Antifreeze Ford. And beside him, Caleb Fogler, number 10, the Peter Lader Pontiac. And starting shotgun is the number 89 Pontiac of Cement Oscon. And number 6, that's Mitchell Hodak in a Strolight Ford. That's your starting lineup for today's Dodge Challenger 500 here at Darlington Raceway, as we are set to go racing here today. Excuse me, 4 winners in the first 4 races of the season here. Again, our in-car cameras today will be carried by Seth Cole, Quentin Moore, and Jessica Shelton. As we're about to get the command to fire the engines for this race here at Darlington.
Drivers, start your engines!
Command has been given the varsity engines here for today's race here as the pace car leads the field off of pit road. But the pace up will be back for the start of the race right after this. So through the third and fourth turns they come right here. That is the car of that is Kyle Matthews and Harrison Ponder on the front row. So the pace car leads the field off as the pace car is on the pit road here, makes a hard left turn. There's the speed shot here at Darlington. Come off turn number 4. As the field of cars are looking for the green flag here, and they will get it here as the anticipation to start. And there it is, the green flag flies. We're underway the Dodge Challenger 500 here at Darlington. Kyle Matthews leading the first lap of this race here. Quentin Moore ducks inside, and he'll take the lead from Matthews as they come off turn number 2. On the second lap, first lap here at Darlington at 155 miles an hour. That's about slower than what they qualified. Obviously, they qualified pole at 173 miles an hour on this racetrack as they come off the second turn, or turn off turn number 4. That used to be turn number 2 at Darlington. And problems already here. And is that Orman into the wall again? I've seen. Well, it was, and he went back. He merged back in the traffic there, 3 wide. And it looks like he may turn Seth Cole. I thought he was going to turn Seth Cole right there. But Orman's car takes a licking and keeps on ticking here, and Orman's still back out of here as he comes off turn number 2 here, or turn number 4, as he tries to go outside of Stephen Colon. Colon tries to get past him, or tries to hold him off, I should say. Keith Batson behind him in car 28. So Ormond, a rough start again here. Ormond has not had a good start this season as well, too. That 27 car, he hopes to turn things around this season. I know we're just the 5th race into this. I know we're just on race number 5 this season, though. But the points add up, as we always say here, towards the road to the championship. Which, of course, championship weekend, of course, again with this season will be at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Napa Auto Parts 500 season finale in season 30, which is race 31 of the season. But points do add up as the races go along. But Orman is dropping back big time now as they come off turn number 4 now. And Colin Cropley led the last time by, but here comes Austin Reed and Cole Deaver, both going inside, and they'll take the top 2 spots away here as we're working on the 6th lap of this race here. Jackson Haywood in the 15 car goes to 3rd position. 4th is now the 90 of Kat Batson, Keith's wife, in this race here. Hendrick teammates side by side, the 17 and the 25 cars there. Colin Cropley and Michael Whitman in his mix as well too. And Cole Deaver, car 3, goes to the lead now. The man who won at Atlanta this season here, and looking for 2 in a row, and the first driver hoping to be the first driver to repeat this season as race winners. Jackson Haywood, he's another driver, part of that KAB Enterprises team here that Keith Batson has formed here. That's him. And if you know him, it's him and his Legion of Fords. And what a team he's assembled here, of course, with him and his wife Kat driving for him, and of course, not to mention Keith driving him for his own team as well too in that 28 car. But Jackson and Kat running 2nd and 3rd right now, maybe 1st and 2nd possibly, because here comes Deaver on the high side here. Jackson goes to the low side. Did he lead that lap over Deaver? No, he did not. By just a couple of feet here, but he does go to the lead now. Kat Batson now 2nd position here. And at number 90 machine, that's a Junie Donlevy piece that Kat Batson's driving. The 15 car that Jackson Hay was driving, that's a Bud Moore piece he's driving. now Cat goes inside looking for that number 2, looking for that number 1 spot, and Jackson Haywood led that last time by, but whoa, Cat got a side draft off of him right there. And Jackson now going backwards. Daniel Bouchard, haven't talked about him much this season. He's up to 3rd position at 73 car. Nathan Hudson to 71, now trying for 4th position. Benjamin Miles, Laura Chung, pole sitter Kyle Matthews on an inside lane here. Matthews, as you recall, led the first lap of this race. And Quentin Moore way up in the high side of the 75 car. He's fell back up. He's fell back a bunch in the early portion of this event. On board with Seth Colin, car number 52. Running right now in 14th position in the Alka-Seltzer Pontiac. Running right there behind Cole Deaver in the 3 and Dylan Poteet in the 94 car. There you see how fast Seth is going into turn number 3 right there, 187 miles an hour down to 150, down to 159 in the middle of turns 3 and 4. And see how fast he comes into turn number 1, 182 miles an hour. Backs off throttle a little bit, but you do not. You back off throttle a little bit in going to turns 1 and 2 at Darlington, though. But you come through there almost full throttle. 179 miles an hour off turn number 2, and then 186 now into turn number 3 that time by. And down about 157 in the middle of turns 3 and 4. And Seth right now clocked in 10th position right now. His last lap 173.675 miles per hour. But they are cluttered up up front here, as you see right now. Laura Chung looking to take the lead away from Nathan Hudson, and she does so. And now Kyle Matthews now tries to make another go at it for the top spot. And Laura leads her first lap of the race here, and now she slams the door in Kyle's face now as they go through turns 1 and 2. Cat Betts in 3rd position, and how about Allison Rain, number 30, the driver. Here, if some of you may recall, Allison, of course, the driver formerly known as Johnny Gardner, and she is now making her way up through the field right there. Allison up to 4th position, trying for 3rd spot, and now Kyle Matthews has taken the lead from Laura Chung, and he leads his 2nd lap of the race. So Rain runs in 4th position, Colin Cropley's in 5th. 6th position right now is Seth Cole. 7th is Keith Badson. Trying for 8th right now is Zachary Fitzwater in a 29 car. And how about Alexander Rowe in a 16 car, that white and brown Pontiac, or white and brown Buick, excuse me. That is Alexander in a 16 car, the Chattanooga Chew Machine, running right now in 11th position. Well, made that 9th position now. He gained a couple spots that time by. But he is having his best run this season so far. Alexander, not a rookie in the series. It's his first season back in a long time, but he's not a rookie in the series. And Alexander looking to maybe surprise some people possibly this season as well, too. And he, like a few others, has not had some good runs in the early portion of the season, but so far they gave him a pretty good car here today at Darlington right now, and leading that time by was Laura Chung again. But now here comes Kat Benson. She's going to take the lead now with Colin Cropley going for 2nd position at number 25 car, and he does, that maroon Folgers machine. That sponsor for season 34 is going to be going to the 6th car next season. So this season news it never ends, it seems like, in any NASCAR series. Seth Cole up to 3rd position, Keith Batson up to 4th, and 5th right now is Zachary Fitzwater. And now we talk about Alexander Rowe up to 6th position now at number 16 machine, and he's got the 5 car of Phil Parker behind him. A lot of cars in this mix right there. Laura Chung is in there, Amanda Evans, And Allison Rain, believe it or not, they're two teammates, believe it or not. The 33 and the 30 cars. Cole Deaver at 3 car trying to work his way through the field here. Kyle Matthews in there. Both the Miller High Life cars. Ryan Brommer and Austin Reed. Nathan Hudson in 71. Joshua Osborne in 26. Come by to complete the 20th lap of this race. We still got 36 laps remaining here at Darlington Raceway. And now Osborne gets by Allison Rain now. And see Joshua last time by was clocked in the 15th position. Now he gets by both Allison Rain and Austin Reed in the 84 car. And now it comes over the back of Nathan Hudson. Hudson, believe it or not, the only British driver in the field, believe it or not. He is from up in the Jelly UK, the Jelly country of England. 14th is where Osborne is clocked at that time by the Quicker State Buick. Hudson up ahead of him in 13th position. 15th right now is Austin Reed. Eric Monaco, whose best finish this season was a second at Richmond. He runs in 16th position. 17th right now is Michael Whitman, matching his car number. Daniel Boyle's 18th. 19th is Dylan Young. And 20th is Nathan Ormond. And so far, that hit into the wall he took has not hurt him at all. Noah Sewell is 21st position. 22nd is Benjamin Miles. 23rd is Harrison Ponder. Jackson Haywood 24th. 25th is Allison Rain. 26th is Mitchell Hodak. Then it's Daniel Bouchard in the 73 car. 4 car William Brock is on the outside now of Stephen Cologne. Caleb Fogler's in there. Charles Sanford and Jessica Shelton, two of the big names in this series. Neither one having any luck right now here, as Charles that time was clocked 31st, Shelton in 32nd. And some other more big names back there. Rafael Leduc, Dylan Poteet, Quentin Moore, and Mike Becker. All behind as well too. Shelton now goes underneath. William Brock gets past him. On board now with Jessica Shelton, the number 9 car. Up ahead of her is Allison Rain. Almost halfway home in this race so far here. 25 laps in the books, and we still have 31 laps remaining in this race. Halfway lap is lap 28. You see all those cars just cluttered up ahead right there. So nobody's out of this race at all here at Darlington so far here. Any of these cars in the back of the pack can come back and win this race possibly. There's Rafael Leduc running 37. Cement Oscon running 38th right now. And back to the leaders right now. It's Seth Cullen now up front with Alexander Rose second. Third is now Laura Chung. Then it's Fitzwater and Batson the top 5. Then Matthews in 6th position. Brommer's in 7th. 8th is Evans. 9th is Parker. And 10th is Osborne. And now Phil Parker moves inside of Amanda Evans, looking for spot number 8. Nine GM cars and 1 Ford in the top 10 spots is what we're looking at right here. The lone Ford right here, and right there's the lone Ford. Keith Batson running in 5th position. For a long time, it was actually Kat and Jackson Haywood both running up in the top 5 here, and Batson was methodically working his way through the field here, but now Keith has worked his way through the field, and Jackson and Haywood and Kat Batson have both fallen back here. Now Laura Chung goes to the top spot yet again. That number 88 car winner last season at Richmond, the night race at Richmond, that is. Laura looking for her second victory of the season. Or second victory of her career, actually. It'll be her first of the season if she were to win. But Zachary Fitzwater, who won twice last season, he's looking inside now, and he may have other plans here. He wants to get his first win of the season as well, too, in the Hardee's Pontiac. You got Pontiac first, second, and fourth right now. Batson in third spot in a 28 car. But now Matthews comes inside of Batson right there. Whoa! Chung up in the wall, and she actually did get the wall. Off the wall, gets into off of Keith Batson's car and right into the 8 car of Ryan Brummer, and just about caused a wreck. You saw a piece of debris fall off of one of those cars onto the front stretch there, through that just about right off in the pit road. And that just let Zachary Fitzwater just take the lead here in that number 29 car, and he led the last time by. So now Matthews is in second position, and now Ryan Brummer in the 8 car is at the third spot now in that Miller High Life Buick. So you got 2 Pontiacs in the first 2 spots, and a Buick in third. Then you got Chevrolet in fourth, and a Buick in fifth, with Osborne, and then Seth Cole in the 52 car up in 6th position now in the Alka-Seltzer Pontiac here. Riding with Seth Cole in car 52. Trying to catch Joshua Osborne up ahead of him in that 26 car. Look at the speed through the first and second turns there. 177 miles, or 175 now. And 178 coming off turn number 2. And 188 miles there into turn number 3 now. So Seth Cole trying to catch the front 5 cars up ahead of him. He has caught the front 5 cars actually ahead, but now passing could be another story. And Phil Parker gets past Ryan Brummer. Brummer now hung up to the high side now. Osborne, meantime, tries to duck underneath Parker for position. That's for 4th now. Actually, for 3rd spot maybe now. Osborne is running now up to 4th spot. Meantime, Matthews trying to get by Fitzwater as they come off turn number 2. Turn number 4, I should say. Actually, turn 4 actually used to be turn 2 at Darlington. That's why I keep saying that there. But now Matthews gets by Phil Parker, or gets by Fitzwater, I should say. Parker's now up to 2nd position now. Osborne in 3rd. Seth Cole trying for 4th spot now in the 52 car. There he is. And Michael Whitman and Colin Cropley both have now clawed their way back up to the top 10 now, the 17 and 25 cars. Whitman that time by, now up to 6th position here. Cropley now running in 7th. Dylan Young in 8th. 9th position now is Noah Sewell. And Noah Sewell is quietly having a really good start to the season at 11 car. He's already picked up a couple of top 10s this season so far at Budweiser Ford. Sewell right now running in 9th position. 10th is Amanda Evans. 11th is now Nathan Ormond. And Ryan Brummer has now dropped to 12th. Daniel Voiles running 13th. 14th is Jackson Haywood. 15th is Kat Batson. 16th is Laura Chung. 17th is Keith Batson. Trying for 18th is car number 9, Jessica Shelton. As she gets by Nathan Hudson, that's 18th position. Hudson now in 19th. And 20th is Mitchell Hodak in the number 6 car. And now Hodak ducks underneath the 71 car of Hudson, gets by him. And several cars that ducked to the apron on the racetrack here. The 16 and 73 cars both did. Back to the leaders right there. Seth Cole now gets punted up the track now, as has Osborne in the 26 car. Closing in on the final laps of this race here. This will be completion of lap number 40. We'll be down to 16 to go here at Darlington. And Fitzwater's closing up now in a 29 machine. Matthews is still your leader, the 42 machine in the Peak Andrews Pontiac. Phil Parker now getting by Seth Cole. There you see him in the 5 and the 52 machines right there. A lot of these cars now running in single file formation. Rafael Duke, car number 7 car running in 25th position, the Daytona 500 champion. Rockingham winner there, Benjamin Miles, a Rockingham winner in the 21 car runs in 26th position. Caleb Bogle running 27. 28th is now Harrison Ponder. Cole Deaver and Quentin Moore both have fallen back a bit here. Deaver running on 34th position, and Moore in 35th. Quentin, let's remember, Quentin, of course, started third in this event here today, and that car is not running like it qualified third at all. Right now, he was up in the field for most of the early portion of this race here, but now has fallen back big time. It's now 34th as he got past Cat Batson now. Allison Rain and Charles Sanford all behind as well too. But there's your top 5 cars right now. Dylan Young, haven't talked about him at all today. He's in that 2 car. He's running in 4th position now as he's worked his way up to the field now in a Pepsi Kroger Pontiac. Running in 5th position is Noah Sewell in the 11 car. And how about Nathan Orman, who got off the wall in the early portion of this race here? No damage to the car, and he's now running in 6th place in that Kodiak Pontiac. And if he can hang on to that spot, though, he may be on his way to probably his first top 10 of the season. As are a couple other guys here. Michael Whitman and Colin Cropley. Neither driver has finished a top 10 as had a top 10 finish this season, and they could possibly be both on their way to the top 5 now. And maybe if they play their cards right, possibly a win maybe if for one of those 2 drivers. But that question will be answered in about 10 laps because that's how many laps we got left to go. Or this time by Kyle Matthews trying to hold them all off for his first victory of the season in that number 42 car. Matthews won 3 times last season driving the 25 Kodiak machine. Six cars you could throw a blanket over in this field of cars. And several cars that are now closing up. There are 2 of the green cars here. Amanda Evans in the Skull Bandit machine and Joshua Osborne in the Quaker State car. Both have closed up. Evans running in 7th. Osborne running in 8th. Phil Parker in 9th and a battle for 10th between Zachary Fitzwater in the 29 and Seth Cole in 52. It's 10th and 11th on your screen. 12th is Jackson Haywood and Jessica Shelton running in 13th position on the number 9 car, trying to get past Haywood now for 12th. Off turn number 2 they come here. Shelton up on the back bumper of that Motorcraft Ford. Now those 2 cars that have closed up into about the top, up into 8th, 9th, and 10th on your screen right there. Maybe actually 9th, 10th, and 11th on your screen, I should say. That's Parker, Seth Cole, and Fitzwater just up ahead of both Haywood and Shelton. And meantime, Kyle Matthews has lost the lead now in that number 42 car as he's now hung up to the high side, as has Michael Whitman, 17 car. And who's that leading now? That is Colin Cropley in the 25 car. He's now the leader of the race. Colin Cropley running his first season in a long time in this series there, and he could be on his way to possibly an upset win here. And I think he has won the series before. I'm actually not sure on that, though. But here comes Dylan Young to the low side now for the top spot. Says, I'm not letting you win this one, Colin. And he moves Colin up the track now. And now Noah Sewell in the number 11 car now. Can he pull off a win here? And up ahead is Nathan, behind him is Nathan Orman in the 27 car. And now Joshua Osborne, with the help of Kyle Matthews, now moves his way up in the top 5 position. Osborne up to 4th. And speaking of 4, that's how many laps we have left to go in this race here. 4 to go. And Cropley gets loose, gets moved on the track a little bit now. And could be in danger of losing a top 10 spot here, possibly, because here comes Fitzwater to the low side, along with Jackson Haywood in the 15 and Jessica Shelton in the 9. Now you're coming up on the car of Samantha Oscon in the 89 car. Orman to the low side of Sewell in that number 27 car. Ooh, Amanda Evans off the wall big time in that number 33 car. That has slowed Amanda down a bit here. And now Zachary Fitzwater is now closed up on the 33 machine now. 2 laps to go. Dylan Young trying to hold on for his first victory of the season, but here comes number 11, Noah Sewell. Down the backstretch they come here as Sewell now blocks Orman's path in that 27 machine. 6 cars in contention. Which one of the 6 is going to the victory lane here today? Here comes Sewell to the low side. Low side of the 2 car, but the 89 got in the way a little bit right now as they go through turns number 1 and 2. The white flag is already waved, by the way. Sewell looks to the low side of Dylan Young. What's he going to do for the win here? They go through turns number 3 and 4 right now. Here they come off the 4th turn. Noah Sewell's got 1 shot left in this arsenal. It's not going to happen. Dylan Young wins the Dodge Challenger 500 in Darlington. Dylan Young in the number 2 Kroger Pepsi Pontiac, goes to victory lane here. Noah Sewell comes home second. The number 11 car. Third will go to Nathan Ormond, his first top 10 of the season. Here, Joshua Osborne comes home fourth. Fifth position will go to Kyle Matthews. Sixth to Seth Cole. Seventh place will go to Zachary Fitzwater. Eighth to Jackson Haywood. Ninth to Amanda Evans. And Michael Whitman will finish in 10th position. Caution free in this race here today. Average speed 172.146. The average speed here today in this race. So 5 races into the season and 5 different winners on the year. And I tell you, we're maybe on our way to a really good season of Castrol GTX Cup Series racing here. And I tell you, we've had a lot of parity these last few seasons. This could be another season of that too. 11th position, just missing the top 5, actually in top 10 here. Colin Cropley comes on 11th here. I'm sure he'll be happy with that finish, possibly, maybe, I'm not sure. But he does finish 11th here today. 12th will go to William Brock. 13th is Jessica Shelton. 14th will go to Mitchell Hodak, who worked his way up to the field nicely. 15th to Daniel Voiles. Rafael Aduke. Last time we talked about him. He was way back in the 30s in position wise. He finished up to 16th position in today's race. Bill Parker 17th. Alexander Rowe with a nice run. And he finishes 18th. 19th James Henry, and 20th will go to Benjamin Miles. Austin Reed 21st, then Harrison Ponder 22nd. 23rd will go to Dylan Poteet. Mike Becker 24th. Quentin Moore started 3rd, but dropped back to 25th in the final running order. Keith Batson, who was up there for about the middle of the race, well, he dropped to 26th in the race, unfortunately for him. Charles Stanford 28th. Allison Rain 29th. Caleb Fogler, Allison Rain 28th position. Caleb Fogler 29th. Cole Deaver finishes in 30th position. 31st will go to Ryan Bromberg and Eric Monaco, Kat Batson, Daniel Bouchard, Nathan Hudson, Laura Chung, Stephen Cologne, and Samantha Oscon was the final finishing order in today's race here. All 38 cars finished, and 37 of them finished on the lead lap. So that will do it here today at Darlington Raceway in Darlington, South Carolina. And congratulations once again to Dylan Young, the winner here in today's race here at the Dodge Challenger 500. And if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, the main series on his channel. And if you want anyone in on future seasons of Seth Series, then be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. And also be sure to check out our other two channels that does NNSCRA offline series. One of those channels being from our race winner, Dylan Young. He's X867539858X on YouTube. And he's the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series, along with a few other series he does. And also he does a channel collaborated with Kyle Matthews called We the Coasters. So be sure to get with that. Of that channel. Also, our other channel does NNSCRA offline. Our other channel does NNSCRA offline, though. That's Thrashman 899. Let's leave by McIntyre's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. So that will do it here today. So if you want in on, and also so subscribe to those two channels, and also our channel does. Also, our channel here, the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel, subscribe to those channels as well too, and you will not regret doing so. So that will do it here today at Darlington Raceway. For now, this is James Cole. This has been a production of the NNSCRA celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We'll see you at Bristol Motor Speedway for the running of the Food City 500.